In average, now in all over the world, in the parliament, in average, there are 17% women. In Malaysia, we have around 10%, and that's where we stand. You must have the capability, you must have the skill, and you must have the enthusiasms that you have something that you want to fight. Not so friendly system to the women or to any minority groups. One thing we have done we have a structural amendment, or we call mainstreaming the gender. In a few years ago, we have amended our party constitutions, where every branch have added a woman affairs secretary. I think to have a special wing, to have a wing, is in a transitional period. Why we have an International Women's Day? Why there is no International Men's Day? Because the whole mainstream is every day is a men's day. It's only to remind us that the women still have not equal to men, and that's why we need to have an International Women's Day. We need a women's wing because we need a platform for women, because a lot of women are still very shy, or they are not able to compete in the main body. So we want to create platform to train the women in leadership positions in the wings. But by doing so, we also limited them to that wings, because then they will say, hey, she is already in that in the wing already, so no need to elect her in the main body. So in Malaysia, you will see there is no party that you have a women's top or second top lead. One exception is Wan Aziza. Wan Aziza is the first woman chair for keadilan. Yeah, that of course come with a special background because of Anwar. Yeah, because of Anwar, and she became the first opposition leader, in fact. Yeah, before she resigned from the MP as MP. Yeah. From here, we can see, unless a woman become the top leaders in the party, otherwise you will never have a chance to become the top person in the government. I mean, it's possible, everybody will think, hey, it's possible to have a women as the prime minister, as a chief minister, as a ketua menteri. It's possible, possible. But in reality, political reality is, unless she is the top of that party, she will never have the chance to become the top of the government. And this is the limitation. I want to salute Wang Yan, YB, even though she is from MCA. She is the first woman politicians who have fought for a vice president in the party. Yes and no. And when we are in the oppositions, our budget are so small and our resources are so limited. We are surviving. We prepare for election the day after the election. How much you have prepared, how ready you are, then I guess it's like you sitting for examination. It was never 100% prepared. A very last minute before you enter the exam leader as the Wanita chairperson, I would say one of the directions that the party should head on is to mainstream gender. We want to give women the due representations. We want to be gender sensitive. We want to address the women's concerns. We want to address the women's issues. I think this is not my position's answer. We will try our best to defend all our seats. I think it's a transitional period from the opposition to be the government. The culture in the government bodies or government department or the so-called bureaucracy It's not that can change in short times. One Malaysia policy is a nice slogan. Now people all listen. Yeah, One Malaysia is very nice to the ear. And now people are watching. I think Malaysia is at the crossroad now. To me, I feel quite worried about the trend, about the conflict, if there is a conflict, or whatever conflicts that between the different religion. What Malaysia needs is a good system, a good governance, and it cannot be just one person.
But do you think he has performed well as a Prime Minister?
Publicity wise, yes. First, the Gerakan might have the courage to come out from the Barisan Coalition. I don't think so, but I would not want to comment on them. I let them find out their own answer. It's not that whether we receive enough assistance or not, because it is a system of federalism. I think the federal government, the Barisan Nasional, will have to be more mature if they are talking about people first. Then you should not differentiate who is in the government. We should think of whether it is good for the people in Penang, or for the people in Selangor, for the people in Kedah. We juggle, it's not I juggle it. My husband had to juggle with me. I cannot be at home. He will have to be in the house all the time. I watch Nanny. I try to keep to my schedule for some exercise. Monday and Wednesday afternoon, 3 o'clock is my yoga time. I try to stick to that if there's no parliament. For next few years, 10 years, I would like to focus in promoting women's rights and gender equality. I would think I'm quite, from I joined in 1999 until now, it's quite smooth for me. Yeah, even though that in opposition is not that the road is not so easy. It's an uphill task, but I will say generally DAP treats me very well, and it's a very good vehicle for my objective of equality. I think the only time that I feel is a little bit down or hurt is last year when when we become government, and then I was thrown out from my state committee to reorganize the women's wing, to reform, to get we have amended our constitutions, so to go to all the states, intend to go to all the states and get them to form divisions and the state committee, and then have the national conventions, and also to go around the country to promote, to go on roadshow to promote my book and also gender equality.